And the revs come up, and we are up and running with the 65 10-11 limited class. Catch up with the whole shot. Holy cow, what a great start for the KTM rider. Deacon Deno. How about that? A great start for Deacon Deno, but as we've indicated, just because you get the whole shot doesn't mean anything. We've seen that go away pretty quickly, and a little bit of a traffic jam there as they walk their way through that ruddy little section. And now the 10 Commandments, that's where you can pick up your leader. And he is picking up his bike. More riders going down. So some problems early on for these 65 10-11s as they encounter a racetrack that has not been touched in a few motos. And that is a rough and tumble dirt bike track right now as we go off and running with our 65 10-11s. Deacon Deno has slipped back a couple of spots. There is the rest of the gang. Little bobblehead guys bouncing their way through this 10 Commandments section. Early stages here. We're not even a lap into the books here. The Air Force out here with us, the U.S. Air Force. They've got their setup. Great posture by those guys, Jason Wygant. I mean, they stand ready to go. They have a pull-up bar that they just bring with them. They do pull-ups all over the racetrack. If you want to join the Air Force, Jason Wygant, they'll sign you up today, man. They're right here. They got a clipboard. Sign your name.
We were doing good. We tried to organize ourselves. We've even got headsets individually labeled. Jason Wygant back up here. Deacon Deno out on the racetrack who grabbed that Stasic Whole Shot Award. Kevin Kelly, just grab yourself a headset and we'll be in the mix. Awesome to meet our apprentices here. They even got a shirt for it, so at least they're winners already. We're going to let them observe, and then we'll bring in some announcing skills as the week goes on. Send it, Seth Dennis out front. Deacon Deno, we mentioned, was our Stasic Whole Shot Award winner. He is in the number 2 spot. But watch out for Canyon Richards on the Yamaha. You're going to have to grab one of these headsets, Kevin. Really? There's only one? You're going to have to be megawatt. Good luck. Good luck to you, sir. That was a good battle in the last one with Levi Kitchen coming through traffic to eventually get that moto win over Dax Bennick. Seth Dennis, been a KTM rider since the 50cc days. Now in the 65s and trying to run and high. But look at Canyon Richards on the number 7, the Blue Crew rider, moving forward in a hurry. This is the long short shoot and into the 10 Commandments. There you see your leader, Dennis, on the 93. Then the 49 of Deacon Deno. And I think Richards out of New Jersey starting to close in.
We had a little bit of a issue at the Baja Acres Regional where the wheelbase came into play for Seth Dennis.
What?
And that cost him a few spots at that event. And they are back at it. And I bring that up because Nate Ramsey wants to let everybody know that he has got a machine that they will test all the KTM guys, your wheelbase. They don't want that to happen. Literally a spacer, quarter of an inch, eighth of an inch, cost Seth Dennis a race win.
So he had it wasn't like a special swing arm or anything.
No, just something happened, something stretched out or whatever. I was there for the protest there. All the parents and everybody locked around. You know how that goes. It's
high drama.
Dramatic scene there. But hey, things seem to be working out pretty well for Seth Dennis, costing that race win there. But
working out for Canyon Richards on the number 7, blowing around the outside of Deacon Deno to try to take second away. That'll put him on the inside.
Wow.
Oh, and
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. That is a big man, big league pass there. As they now come into view right in front of us, Jason Wygant. We can pick them up.
Oh, they're easy to pick up. They're relatively light, these 65cc riders.
About 100 pounds.
Deacon Deno right back on Canyon Richards, trying to hang with him in the number 3 spot now.
Look who's lurking back there on the 27 machine. Vincent Way right behind those kids. Got that new answer gear, obviously, the 21 stuff dropping. Here they are right in front of us.
Vincent had some good runs in his 50cc days, didn't end up getting a title, led a lot of laps. So now transitioning to 65s and looking fast in 4th. Then Dakota Baker 5th, Austin Camden 6th, Brendan Harrison 7th, Kevin DePino, actually he just made the move to 7th ahead of Baker. Chet Kellogg is 9th and Chase Anderson 10th. Then, Jonathan Getz.
He's another rider 11. You want to look out for. He'll climb up into that.
Getz?
Yes, Jonathan Getz knows his way around the racetrack. And again, like we talk about, these first set of motos your gate picks are based on random choices. So some of the guys that get a bad start because of a bad gate pick, not because they had a bad start.
Shout out to Deacon Deno here, I believe out of Texas, Malakoff, Texas, a 12-year-old backed by Tapped House Moto Mod 60 helmet, Scott Motorsports, hanging with some of the big dogs because Dennis and Richard certainly are well established. They've already got the solid support from KTM and Yamaha, respectively. But Deno with that Stasic hole shot and looking good, holding on to third. Let's see if Vincent Way from fourth can keep closing the gap. Last time around, Deno a 2:19 and Way a 2:17, actually 2 seconds quicker from fourth place.
He's got a shot. He's got him right in front of him. Long race, so we're going to go probably 7 or 8 laps with these little dudes.
Canyon Richards got the camera on him here, the number 7 Blue Crew Yamaha. Good job by the RacerTV folks to watch the battle because Seth Dennis is up by 6 seconds. So he's all alone up front.
There's Way.
There's Way on the Husqvarna. And of course, running that number 27 like his dad, Nick. He's lurking, but he's going to need to make up more ground than this. He's creeping up on him, but he needs to take time away in bigger chunks. Let's see if he can do it.
You know all those track walks, though, when you're with Nick Way and his kids? I've done it. I did it at Texas, walked the track with him. Yeah. Hilarious. Mm-hmm. But a lot of good information. Nick knows that, and he tries to pass that knowledge on to his kid. Like, hey, man, it's a long moto. Ride in your comfort zone. If the race comes to you, cool. Don't go down trying to do something you're not capable of doing.
We saw it a couple times earlier today. We had Drew Adams and Luke Fowler in a good battle in 85, 10-12, and they both had some mistakes. Adams ended up falling while leading then finished third.
Right.
So that really shook things up.
This Bermuda Triangle of a finish line turn, it's the race decider. You got the most technical jump sections, this, that, and other. Finish line turn causes more. It impacts more races than any other obstacle on the racetrack. It is a simple left-hander. Although you go below sea level in that one inside rut, you drop underground.
It's actually water.
You're spelunking. Yes, you got a helmet light. You do the whole deal, and you pop back into view there.
Yep, we've tried everything to waterproof that, like your basement, but it's just underground. It just water always comes in.
It's a bummer, but makes for great racing. As we take a look at it, looks like Deacon Deno, perhaps Seth Dennis out of frame on that number 93. Did not get the whole shot, but he made the pass pretty quickly.
Cameras can't even keep up with Send It Seth, who is into the 10 Commandments and probably out, I would think, of them now.
Yeah, he's out to about a 7-second lead. His dad has a curious job that allows him to pretty much work anywhere. He's from Tennessee, lived in Florida, down to California, so they've gotten to train in some really cool spots and do some interesting, or ride in some interesting places. So Seth benefiting from a telecommuting job, I guess, by his dad.
That's the wave of the future. We got it forced on us by a lot of circumstances this year. So everybody's probably living that a little bit. Seth Dennis.
Except during this week, because it is hard to telecommute from this black hole of internet service.
Absolutely. They still haven't figured it out. You're just going to have to watch dirt bikes because you're not checking your Instagram with the complete lack of self-service.
That is the beautiful thing about this race. You constantly see a bunch of tops of people's heads bent over looking at their phone. Not here.
Did I get
not
something?
Here. Nope, you did not get anything.
Oh, full eye contact. Yes,
Correct.
Actually get it here.
Yeah.
You got your results board on the screen there, brought to you by MMI, Motorcycle Mechanics Institute. Mason Rayner has moved up to 10th. Right behind him in 11th would be Dakota Baker, Hannon Hargrove 12th. Jonathan Getz actually pushed from 11th back to 13th, so a rough moto for him. Carson Wood is 14th. Dannon Reed 15th. Michael Quadra is 16th. Brody Barth 17th. Aiden Zing, Parker Miller, and Caden Dudney. That's your top 20, brought to you by MMI, Motorcycle Mechanics Institute.
Our leader coming past us up and over the Tunnel of Love, and he is loving this race right now. Seth Dennis, absolutely yarding the field, goes behind the billboards. Maybe he'll see his little bike and his little face up on that billboard at some point. All you got to do is bang out what? What's the minimum? What is the minimum Mendoza line to get on that? 8 titles, something like that?
Something like that. Although I will say, if you go on to win 4 Supercross titles like Ryan Villapota, they might throw your photo up there anyway, even if you only have one title here. That's fine. Seth Dennis still leading. Yep, trying to work on some records. Seth has won here before, going back to his 50cc days. Canyon Richards actually a little quicker than Dennis the last time around. The Yamaha man of the number 7 made up 0.7 of a second, but he's 6.5 seconds back. So I don't know if it's going to happen. Deacon Deno continues on that 49 to roll in third. Here comes the 10 Commandments. There, that's good camera work. There is a 93 at Dennis. So there's your leader.
Yeah, and some guys can win early and then they struggle in the 85s and then the B class pick it back up towards the end of their amateur career. So don't get all caught up in when you start winning titles. There are guys that won one title their last time at the ranch, a few of them, including Ryan Villapoto and Ryan Dungey. So parents like to get caught up in all that.
It's got to be in that mix.
You're going to peak when you peak.
Yep, you just got to be in that mix, obviously, if you want to have the support and the motorcycles, but win at all costs really isn't the case any longer. Teams seem to have a little more of a long game, and they're not just deciding everything based on your moto finishes, but they definitely want to see the effort. Seth Dennis putting it together right now. He's got the GoPro on the front fender.
He's got a GoPro to film his GoPro.
Great stabilization. Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's got a GoPro aimed at the GoPro.
Correct. Get that GoPro on GoPro action. There's the 93 picking up the Fox ride last year. That's like the Yankees. You know what I mean? When you get the pinstripes on, you get the Fox logo, you get the KTM ride. I mean, the unthinkable just happening in the tower.
Get inside. Don't come near me.
No, do not. So
you're not coming near me.
That's like it used to be the Team Green Kawasaki ride, which is still a great ride. That's like the Dodgers. You want to get on the Dodgers or the Yankees. You want to get on a KTM or a Kawasaki ride.
Yeah, there's just not a lot of. Some people flood it. Some brands are a little more selective. This is a good thing though, because KTM started early, and I've talked to the KTM people because they have 50s, which a lot of the other manufacturers do not.
You can book them.
They do book early, but they admit, when you're picking 6-year-olds, it's really a roll of the dice.
It's impossible.
Yes. So the good thing for them is it has worked out with Seth Dennis. He's turned out to be just as quick now that he's in the 10 and 11 class as he was back in the 4 to 6 days.
But there are those guys, the Jet Reynolds that got picked up early, Ryder DiFrancesco got picked up early.
Yep.
Stewart, RC, all those guys were like this. You can see it from a mile away.
Some of them.
But then there's a ton of guys like Ryan Dungey. We didn't go,
no.
At 6 months old, that guy's going to be incredible.
And there's tons that 150 classes
and never did anything else.
And then it just petered out.
Yep.
So
when opportunity meets skill, and all that. There's so many factors that go into how you get there.
Even with your son's playing stick and ball sports, people mature and grow at completely unpredictable times. So Seth Dennis got it all dialed in right now. We are 12 minutes into this moto, so almost done.
Well, think about this. My son is about 8 days away from playing in the lower age group. Do you understand? Like at age 12, he would have played that. He could have been the old. So you're losing like
a year,
8% of your life, skill and strength and development. So that kind of comes into play sometimes. But if you're good, man, you're gonna play up. In fact, I hear a lot of kids that play up. These kids, Dax Bennett just played up in that 250B class. 14, the kid could ride super mini, and he's such an exceptional talent. He played up 2 spots.
And ended up finishing second.
Sure.
So that was a good run for him.
So different ways of getting there. He is getting there right now, the number 93 of Seth Dennis.
Yeah, I'm going to head down to the podium area here in a second. We're going to give Rodney and Matt Watson a break. They've been here since the morning shift. And right now it looks like it's Deno, Richards, and Dennis.
The Deacon. What was that? Deacon Jones?
Yeah.
Just all I remember of Deacon Jones was clotheslining guys. Literally, he would not tackle. He would just run that arm across.
The least Deacon-like way to tackle people.
Why did they call the Deacon? He would put you in a grave, that's for sure, and he would preside over you.
Oh, Vincent Way and Austin Camden round out your top 5. Brennan Harrison, Kevin DePino, 7th. Chase Anderson, Mason Rayner has climbed into the top 10 and 9th. Caden Dudney, that is your top 10. And that's all brought to you by the Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, and I am headed to the podium, so now the bad news for everybody.
You're stuck with me.
Yep. Just going to be Kevin Kelly by himself.
Sorry about that. Yeah, just turn the volume down. Wait till Jason comes back up. I'll let you know when you want to listen to this one. Don't look at him. He is the Mike Treadwell of announcers, the ugliest announcer, hands down. Great pipes, but made for radio. I don't know how you got a TV gig. It still baffles me. That wild hair just blowing in the wind. Wes Kane tries to comment on that on your Instagram Live post every single time. You want to ask a question? Highly questionable. Yeah, that's his go-to comment on Instagram. There's the number 7, lucky 7 for Canyon Richards out of Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. Big kid on that Yamaha, picking his lines, picking his way through this racetrack. Remember, we really have not touched the racetrack. We've kind of let it go, and that's on purpose. They'll address a section if it's unsafe, but this is why you train down at MTF or at GPF or at all the other training facilities. That's why they ran you through those rough and tumble racetracks, because they were getting you ready for this moment in time. The week here at the ranch prepared you, or the months of preparation back at the training facilities prepared you for this. Seth Dennis prepared very well. He matches lap times with Canyon Richards, first and second place. It's Dennis and Richards. as we work our way towards a white flag here very soon. There's Richards on the number 7 machine on that Yamaha. The crowd's in attendance there. They're all sitting in their nice golf carts. We've got about 400 of them right there in that shot. So you'll see these guys work their way to the outside of the racetrack. Everybody likes to go inside early on, shorten the racetrack. You've heard that all before, but now the track is so rough, it now becomes who can pick the racetrack apart, who can put it together, pick it apart and put it back together to form the fastest lap time. Seth Dennis able to do that. Kenyon Richards, we had the camera trained on him. There's a rider down. He is off the racetrack. There's Kenyon Richards again. Yamaha with that new bike just a few years ago. Kate Johnson was one of the first riders to win on the blue Yamaha YZ65. They picked up Kenyon Richards to carry that blue flag for them. Oh, there's another rider down in the Bermuda Triangle of turns there. Vincent Way will make his way around that lapped rider, and that's another thing you have to think about. As the moto comes to a close, everybody kind of slows down. Riders start getting tired. They make mistakes. They make a mistake in front of you. You get caught up with them, so you got to have your head on a swivel. You're looking up down the racetrack. You want to familiarize yourself with the yellow flag placement, so you come down a straightaway. You can look up, spot the yellow flag. If it's not there, good to go. If it is or up and blowing or waving, you have to then kind of make an adjustment on your line choices as we take a look at Seth Dennis running around on the outside of the racetrack, jumping into those 10 commandments. This is lap number 7. Seth with a 2:16 last time around. He has done a great job picking through the lap traffic. He only had to make one pass. Started off in the number 2 spot, made one pass. That was all she wrote. Of course, he's made a ton of lap traffic pass, but he's not had to work his way through the field. This is going to be race number 8. We'll take a look at race number 9 very shortly, the 250C class. They are on the gate. Most of these kids have never gotten the opportunity to race here at Loretta Lynn, so the nerves are at an all-time high. They have been sitting here waiting all morning. It's race number 9. That's a perfect time of day, man. It's not too hot. Track's totally beaten in. And they will have their hand here coming up very shortly. 250C riders as we look at the number 93 of Seth Dennis. As they prepared the starting line, they kind of smoothed things out, getting things ready to go. They want to keep that starting line nice and safe. They don't really address it too often, but about 3/4 of the way down the starting line, they'll kind of smooth it out, because we'll see some riders go down, collect themselves, and have to pick themselves up. So that's what you'll see them address the starting line every now and again. As we take a look at the number 93 of Seth Dennis, he is right here in front of the crowd. And just click laps, he can look behind him. About seconds back, he'll pick up the number 7 of Kenyon Richards. Vincent Way, hey man, he's done it. He's climbed up into a number 3 spot. Just a battle of attrition. Vincent Way with a great ride. He was 5th for quite some time, and now he's climbed up into the number 3 spot on that Husqvarna, that answer ride. Here's the top 10 brought to you by Dunlop Tire. Seth Dennis out front, Richards second, Vincent Way third, Deacon Deno is 4th, Austin Camden 5th, Brendan Harrison 6th, Caden Dudney 7th, Kevin DeFino 8th, Chase Anderson, and we change up our top 10. Anderson slips back spot, Mason Rayner rounds out your Dunlop Tires top 10. As we're going to pay some bills here as this moto begins to head towards a checker flag. And we'll check back in with our race winners here as the checker flag is soon to fly.
And we're down here at the podium. We'll be ready when they come on in. You got the brigade crew all ready here with Nate Ramsey, Hope, and the rest of the group. They'll be ready to watch their rider, Seth Dennis, head to the stage. And Kenyon Richards keeping himself in title contention with that second, and a good run for Vincent Way with some late passes. He had Deacon Deno with the whole shot. Fox, he knows around here at the ranch, and a good run by Richards to bring it up for the number 2 on the Yamaha Blue Crew ride. And we'll wait for third. Pretty big gap back there. Did Deno get the pass there at the end? I think a bad lap for Way on the last lap, and I think Deacon Deno stole it. So good job by Deacon Deno to come back and reclaim third place after getting the whole shot, and a rough final lap there for Vincent Way, and that changed the game in that battle for the third place spot. All right, everybody, we are ready up on the stage. Let's bring the 93 on out to the microphone. Let's hear it for Seth Dennis. See if you can push that thing down just a little bit. There we go. You're on your own this year. Good job, Seth. Hey, how'd the moto go, bud?
Not bad. Almost got the whole shot, but I think some other kid got it. But yeah, it was one heck of a race. I mean, I just tried to ride my race, but yeah, just trying to be smooth.
How's the track right now, man?
Track's pretty good. They added a little bit more mulch today, this year, so that's definitely going to change the game.
All right. Who do you want to thank, Seth?
Mom, my dad, my sister, Hope, Nathan, Tyler Attray, Fox, Orange Brigade, Twisted, Nost, Asterix, Alpine Stars, Scott, and that's all. Thank you.
Seth Dennis taking the gold. Good job, Seth. We'll bring our second place finisher on up to number 7. We'll bring our second place finisher on up. He's debriefing with the Yamaha folks right now. Come on up, Canyon. Well, he's in title contention with the second place finish in this moto. Let's hear it for the rider out of New Jersey, Canyon Richards. All right, Canyon, tell us about your moto.
It was good. It got a little rough at the end.
Yeah? Did you get pumped up or the track got rough? What changed there?
No, I don't know. It got a little bit rougher at the end. The ruts got deeper.
There you go. It's going to keep happening. Who do you want to thank, man?
I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, Rock River Yamaha, Ed Torrance, Donnie Luce, Moose, Foley Cat, Specialized, Bell 100%, Atlas, Motocross Fest, Wrist Brace Guy, CTI Knee Braces, Alpine Star, Rainbow Farms, JMS, Recluse, Enzo, Dunlop, Clear Chiropractic, and Tap House.
Woo! Let's hear it for Canyon Richards. Good stuff. Looking for Deacon Deno, who I believe got back to the number 3 spot. We've already got him. Come on up. You can grab that big hole shot check. There we go. Grab the big hole shot check. He got the whole shot. Went back to 4th at one point, and then in the last lap was able to reclaim the bronze. Let's hear it for Deacon Deno. Hey, first let's talk about that start. That was good, huh?
Yeah, I got off to a great start. Got a good jump off the gate and just clicked some gears and hold her wide.
Yeah, they love that. What happened there in the last lap? I think you were battling with Way a little bit.
Yeah, I went down and then Way went down and we got around him and ended up getting third.
That's got to feel good, right?
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank, Deacon?
I thank my mom, my dad, Jesus Christ, keep me safe, JM, Moto Mods, Tattoo Painter, Tapped House, 6D, Asterisk Knee Braces, Scott, and everybody else. Thank you.
Deacon Deno, third place and the